Hello everyone and welcome to the month of October. And in this month I want to do something a little bit different to what I've been doing on the channel over the last couple of weeks. And since October is the month of Halloween, as you can tell behind me, I want to do a top 5 list every Friday leading up to the scariest night of the year. And so in today's video, if you have not read the title yet, I want to do the top 5 scariest mascots. Now it was kind of tough to pick 5 scariest mascots, but to be honest with you, it was kind of tough to find even 5 scariest mascots. I do have a couple of honorable mentions that I will get into before I get to my list, but if you guys like this video and you want me to keep doing this, or if you have any suggestions, please leave your comments down below if you have any suggestions of lists I should do, or heck, if you liked the video, please make sure to like it, subscribe to the channel, and click that bell to be notified. But anyways, let's get into the honorable mentions. And so for my honorable mentions, I've only picked 2, so I really only had the top 7, but these were the 2 I couldn't really add into the top 5 as I didn't find too scary or too demonic in a certain way. Here they are. First things first, OG Pierre the Pelican from the New Orleans Pelicans. Now, a lot of North American fans will remember this guy. A lot of NBA fans will remember this guy. They brought this guy in and it had immediate backlash. As you can tell from the photo I chose, it's obviously not the prettiest looking mascot out there. They basically shut the mascot down pretty quickly and gave him basically a new head. So Pierre the Pelican, scary, but he got fixed. So he's just an honorable mention today. And number 2, Patrick Thistle's FC's Kingsley the Sun. Now, Kingsley was from an advertisement from a team sponsor, and they brought him in to be a team mascot. And if the sun ever looked like that in the sky, I'd probably want to leave this planet and leave the solar system. Luckily, it does not look like that, so we're okay. So these 2 mascots I found, were a bit scary, but not as scary as these next 5. So let's get into number 5. I'm going with Go the Gorilla from the Phoenix Suns. It is a human gorilla. How creepy. Like, look at the photo. Like, how is that not creepy? It really gives off Planet of the Apes vibes, and that's the first thing I thought. And then I looked through some photos and I found this. That is a old photo of Go the Gorilla. That costume was legit used in the movie Planet of the Apes. I don't really know, I'm just saying that, but that's what that looks like. Are you kidding me? If I am a child and I see that running towards me, I am scared to death. I mean, maybe not running towards me, but even just coming close to me, I'd be like, oh, okay, no. Back up, please. Anyways, Go the Gorilla, a famous mascot worldwide, especially in the NBA. He's in the Mascot Hall of Fame, so he is a legend in itself being put into that Hall of Fame. But I don't know if he'll be on the Hall of Fame list for best looking mascots, that's for sure. But Go the Gorilla, congratulations, you're number 5 on the scariest mascot list here for me. Now for number 4 on my list, I am going with Big Red from Western Kentucky University, the Hilltoppers mascot. I mean, this guy's, a lot of people look at him and go, he's a McDonald's character. He looks like he would fit in well with our boy Grimace. Obviously everyone knows Grimace, but this is who I really think he looks like. And if you don't know who this guy is, this is HR Pufnstuf. It's a British TV show that's meant for kids, apparently. I had the honor to watch an episode of HR Pufnstuf, and I'll tell you, it's one of the funniest things. There's a video on YouTube you could probably watch of a whole episode. It was one of the weirdest things I've ever seen as a kid. It still is, as I kind of rewatched the episode myself. This guy gave me the creeps. I never actually wanted to watch that video, that VHS tape of H&R Pufnstuf, but I did. Anyways, back to Big Red. I mean, he's just a red ball, and obviously if you see an old photo of Big Red, he looks like a giant mop. The thing that gets me the scariest here is his mouth. I mean, it's just like his head's cut in half, and then his mouth is just, I mean, most mascot heads do it, but it's too big of a mouth for me personally, and it's a bit creepy. And I saw some photos too of him like stuffing stuff into his mouth. I'm a bit creeped out by that personally. I'm creeped out how he has a bit of a Pac-Man head, in my opinion. Not round like Pac-Man, but just how his mouth opens up kind of halfway through. It is a bit creepy. But anyways, Big Red in the big 4 spot. Now in number 3, this is probably going to be a bit of a debatable pick. I'm going with Gritty from the Philadelphia Flyers. Gritty, introduced not too long ago as the Philadelphia Flyers mascot. Many called him UP's brother from the Montreal Canadiens. Many called him creepy, many called him scary. Gritty has kind of opened up in my mind personally. I did find him a bit creepy at first, but now I don't really find him all that much creepy. I find him he's a bit more funnier now. But when they first showed him off to the public, we had pictures like this swirling around, and this is very much so nightmare fuel for a lot of people, nightmare fuel for kids. Not the prettiest thing. Gritty is a very light specific mascot. If he's put in good lighting, he actually looks good. If he's put in lighting that's dark, he looks like he might haunt your dreams. But overall, Gritty, scary mascot. But for me personally, I find him a bit more funny than scary nowadays compared to what it was at the start. But that's why I had to put him at 3. I feel like a lot of people might be a bit debating me on that, but that's where I'm putting him. Gritty gets the bronze medal position. Now on to the top 2 spots, and number 2 goes to, this might be a weird one for some, the Stanford tree from Stanford University, and the Cardinals being their team name. Listen, it's a tree. It's a humanoid tree. I mean, who came up with this one? Now, I must say this off the bat. It's actually the marching band's mascot. It's actually Stanford University's marching band's mascot, and not the Cardinals or any of their sports teams' mascots. They just show up at every game because that's where the marching band is for all their sporting events. And reading into this, I found that there's a lot more trees than there are just that one photo I showed you. Looking at this one, there was a parade that they had for these because they put them into like the library archive building or something in Stanford, and I believe it's whoever is the tree gets to make their own tree. So you can kind of see a different bit of trees in there. Like we got a palm tree, and we got more Christmas style trees, and the guy that's standing sideways in that photo, I don't even know what type of tree he is, but it seems like whoever gets to be the tree designs their own tree. So I kind of like that, to be honest, instead of having just one regular design. But as you can see in the photos I just showed, these designs can get a little wonky, a little bit creepy in my opinion, and especially if you've ever seen videos of this tree, it's not the most glorious moving object on the planet. So it's a bit scary to me. It's pretty scary, to be honest, if I had a tree kind of standing right beside me and we both turn like this and he's just there. But nonetheless, the Stanford tree, the unofficial mascot of Stanford University, gets the number 2 spot. And finally for me, the number 1 scariest mascot on this planet has to go to this guy. It is King Baby Cake from the New Orleans Pelicans. The New Orleans Pelicans getting mentioned twice in this video. Who would have thought that? But look at this. It is a giant baby. Are you kidding me? With a plastic diaper. It is just a human in a plastic suit with a plastic diaper on. And if you look at the referee in that photo, if you didn't see it, he kind of looks like he's looking like is he behind me? I don't really know. I think a lot of us would be doing that if King Baby Cake was in the area. But nonetheless, this guy, utter creeps. And I mean, just ask Charles Barkley when TNT was there for the All-Star game, looking at this photo. I mean, look at Kenny. Kenny's even like, Chuck, I don't know what you're doing. And the baby is staring down the camera. Like, how nightmare fuel could that be? King Baby Cake, I'm sorry. You're not it, buddy. You're not a good mascot at all. Very creepy. If the baby was a bit more fun looking, fun loving looking, I don't know, It just would have been a better mascot, but the stare he has and the smile is just creepy with the 2 teeth as well. King Baby Cake is definitely got to be the scariest mascot on this planet, and no doubt about it is #1 on my list by a far margin. But anyways, guys, there's my top 5 list for this week. It is the top 5 scariest mascots. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, please leave a like on it. Let me know down in the comments below, what is your scariest mascot in your opinion? Which one do you prefer? If you agree with my list as well, or if you didn't, please leave it down below. And also subscribe to the channel if you have not yet, and please click that notification bell to be notified of when I post my next video, and I'll be posting one of these every Friday, so come back for more. Anyways, everyone, thank you so much for watching. Happy Halloween, I guess, even though we're a couple weeks away. But yeah, happy Halloween. Peace.